Mikal has had so many possessions this year where it seems like he's just reading the low man specifically really well. Where like as soon as help comes, he's like, all right, corner. Like he had one to Deuce today, where it was like, all right, cross corner, corner three. What's allowing him to make that read so well, so quickly, and so effectively?
So, and I said this before, this is going to be a process, and we're still not where we need to be offensively, but guys are starting to understand how to space the floor. They're starting to understand, part of spacing the floor is if you cut, how to respace. They're understanding quick decisions, when to get off the ball. And when you have a really good understanding of those things, you can almost make it's just one read. You make one read and you can make a blind pass because you know, based on our spacing and our spots, somebody's supposed to be there. And, Mikal, he was one of the guys that was here with the young guys early in the summer, so he was getting reps at this, back in August and September. So he's probably a little ahead of the curve in terms of, some of the other guys that may have been injured and missed a chunk of time. And so once we get everybody up to speed, it just won't be Mikal being able to make that read. We have basketball players that can pass, dribble, and shoot, so it should be all of us that should be able to make that read very well.
The bench, 46 points. Just how encouraging is that for that unit?
No, it's good. Now, it starts with me because I got to help them. With Josh coming back, with Mitch coming back, with, the different things that those guys present in terms of minutes and all that, I didn't help them a ton the last couple of games. I was all over the map with the substitutions. And so it was hard for those guys to get a rhythm because the guy's going in, he's coming out, he's going in, he's coming out. And so, I have to do a better job, and I thought I did tonight, of trying to have a rotation and stick with it while still playing, 9 and a half, 10 guys. And I have to help them continue to get comfortable in that area because we have guys that can come off the bench and make plays and knock down shots.
You called a timeout, I think, 40 seconds into the second half. What did you see there? What were you trying to kind of see?
I think it was something transition-wise. We turned the ball over. If my memory is right, I think we turned the ball over, or we might have shot a tough shot, and they raced down the floor. And two of our guys, I think it was Jalen and maybe Mikal, they got a deflection. The ball goes up off the backboard, and there was 3 Chicago Bulls there, and the rest of our guys were in the backcourt. And I'm a huge next play speed guy. Next play speed, next play speed, next play speed. And if it's a turnover or whatever, hey, it doesn't matter. Right now, we got to change. We got to go from offense to defense. And I thought, as a group, we didn't do a good job that possession, and I just need to remind them.
What do you think the biggest difference between Friday's game and today's game was?
Like I said, I thought in the second half we played a fairly good game against a team that's playing well. They're playing well. They're a good team. And in the second half, we did the things we were supposed to. In the first half, and we scored 125 points. Defensively, we didn't do a good job containing the dribble drive. Whether it was in the half court or front court or it was in transition, we got to do better on the ball when we're guarding the ball individually, but our shifts have to be there also. And we weren't good in those areas in the first half, and they scored 70 points maybe, if not more, in that first half, and we were down 20. And we fought in the second half, but it was just too much on the road versus a good team to try to finish the game. And like I said, not only that, but I was all over the map with our substitutions. And the guys, they did a heck of a job, still scored 125 points, but they didn't get much rhythm. So it was a combination of those things that had a lot to do. And you got to give the Bulls credit. Like I said, they're a good team. They're well coached. A combination of those things that hurt us.
Mike,
A couple more guys.
Gershon's been playing basketball for like a year straight now, between the Olympics, season in Philly, Eurobasket, now here in New York.
He's played 5 total minutes over the last 2 games. He didn't play in the second half in either game against Chicago. Is that something intentional with regard to rehabilitation and conditioning, or was it matchup based? Basically, haven't seen him in the second half or much at all. Is that tied into his rehabilitation or conditioning?
No, it's me, and you know, there's I could probably play 10 guys, right? But it's not going to be 10; it's more 9.5. And so there's going to be somebody that has the half, and you know, I got minutes for him in both halves, but not a ton, and he's just got to go out there and give us whatever he can give us. And I just chose nothing that he did. It was just rotation based, and got a little funky because Mitch went out early, you know, and then he came back, and so it was my call. But Gers has played well. He's got to keep himself ready because he's going to continue to get minutes, and I just got to try to find more if I can. But there's not going to be a lot more for, you know, when you start talking 9, 10 guys. There's not going to be a ton for that 9th or 10th guy.
Scoring 19 of the first 34 points, I think. You know, how much was it on your mind to come out aggressive and set a tone, you know, right from the jump?
I mean, I'm always trying to be aggressive. It just happened that the aggressiveness was to shoot, and then there were times where I'm aggressive and the correct move is to pass. But my mentality is always to be aggressive.
Obviously, Josh has been dealing with some things injury-wise. Just what did you see from him tonight that allowed him to have the game he did?
It's all Josh Hart, the one we know and love.
Jalen, what have you seen from Mikal as a passer so far this season?
I mean, I've seen a lot. He's gotten me a lot of catch and shoot opportunities, and the way he's able to have gravity in the paint because he knows everyone knows his mid range is deadly, and when he gets in there, and if he sees the back of somebody's head, and he's willing to dish it out, and so the way he's just been able to do that, it's been great.
What did you see from Jordan that you liked? It seems like he's getting into a better rhythm in this offense.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting our legs under us, and obviously first couple of games that we didn't shoot the ball well, or there were times where the ball wasn't going in for us, but we haven't really changed that much when it comes to our offense, and we've been running a lot in practice and training camp, and just emphasizing getting to the corners and giving space for each other. And but now I think everyone's just trying to ease into it, and now we're catching our rhythm.
Between Friday and today?
Made threes. I think we shot well, you know. Did a great job making free throws too. Played some defense too, you know. We got some steals, but at the end of the day, you know, made shots. That's a key to winning basketball.
Questions, I guess, were about. Oh, go ahead.
Coach said this was probably closer to a complete game that you guys have played as of late. Do you think that this was more of a complete game?
I think it's a step in the right direction. I think that we did a good job finding a way to win against a really good team and a hot team. You know, a team that we just lost to. Show some grit, show some resiliency, show that bounce back ability that we've been known for last year. It's good. It's good to get a win on the board, especially home.
What have you seen that's made Mikal such an effective passer this season?
Passer?
Yeah.
I mean, just, you know, offense has a lot of movement, so it gives him a chance to utilize his passing ability. And, yeah, he's making good plays. He's running the court, and he's doing a great job of starting the season out, you know, utilizing his athleticism.
What did you see from Josh Hart tonight that allowed him to have the game?
Oh, he is. You know, a lot of energy, getting rebounds, making those tough 50-50 plays, and capitalizing on opportunities. So shout out to Josh, man. Great game for him. Great game for our team. Able to get one on the left side of the column. You know, so it's good.